My name is Aoife Nolan. I'm a studio-based artist here in Sample Studios. I first came to Sample as the graduate resident after completing my BA in Fine Art at MTU Crawford College of Art and Design. Since completing the 6-month residency, I have been fortunate enough to stay on at Sample as a studio-based artist. The concept within my work is the primal human need for connection. Our connections to each other, our connections to a sense of self, and our connections to our collective home, Earth. I contextualize Earth as our collective mother in my work. I look at the surface of the Earth, thinking of it as the skin of our mother, and I dialogue about making skin-to-skin connection between the human and the Mother Earth. Materially, I investigate natural materials which I source in the landscape. All of my completed artworks began their life outdoors in the landscape. So I would gather rock, soft rock, grind it down, mix it in with professional artist materials for longevity and stability and to create unique mediums. I have sourced found charcoal from the beach. Again, I've ground that down and used it in the making of my mediums. So one of the pieces included in my first solo exhibition is Skin to Skin. Here I took inspiration from a specific rock that I've been working on at Garrettstown Beach in Cork. I think of the cracks in the rock as the cracks in the skin on our Mother Earth. And I dialogue about how I can connect my own personal skin as a representation for human skin with the skin on the earth. I use the circle because a circle has no beginning, has no end. I use rainwater with all my work to prepare the paper, to dilute the mediums that I'm using, and then to clean my brushes afterwards. So I harvest the rainwater at home and I bring it to the site with me when I'm working outdoors and spray down my paper there and clean my brushes on site. It kind of helps me to remember that we actually have everything we need at our fingertips, provided by the earth. But I try not to think of the earth as a commodity. I try to think of it as a symbiocene or a living being in its own right, as opposed to a commodity that we can just take resources from. I like to think of my work as contemporary landscapes as opposed to traditional landscapes, and this conceptual way of looking at things has influenced the format that I use. So I use a square rather than a traditional landscape format for a lot of my works, just to help reinforce this idea of rocks, ocean, trees, other plant life as living sentient beings as opposed to commodities.